Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Today's guest speaker is Kyle Gambino from the Flagstaff family YMCA. Kyle, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for everything you do in our community. Kyle, why don't we start off by just having you introduce yourself and talk a little bit about the programs that you all offer.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Adam. Hello, everyone. My name is Kyle Gambino. I'm the Youth Program Director here at the Flagstaff Family YMCA. And currently we are open and operational for you and all of our families in need here in Flagstaff. You do not need to be a member of the YMCA to be a part of this program. This is a drop-in, day-by-day program. So if it's 1 day, 3 days, 5 days a week that you need, we're here Monday through Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And we are wanting you and your families to utilize us as much or as little as you need. And if you're an emergency first responder, we are offering a 50% discount for you and your families for being out there on the front lines. So that's what we're here for, and that's what we're promoting, Adam.
And that's specifically for the emergency child care services or across the board?
Yeah, so it's for emergency child care right now. So we're asking families, to limit our interaction with the public. That we want your kids here when you need us here, but if they can stay home, then that's where they should stay.
So talk to us a little bit about the emergency child care program. So folks who are in our community, whether or not they're first responders or not, can utilize the service, I'm assuming. And yeah, maybe just give some of the qualifications.
Yeah, sure. So we are running 2 different rooms here at the Y. We have our certified licensed preschool teachers who are downstairs with our younger students. That's anyone from 12 months to 5 years of age. And then upstairs, we're running school age program for anyone who is in the grade school level. Myself, I'm going to be the main teacher upstairs with the older kids, and then my licensed preschool teachers are downstairs. And yeah, so we're running day-to-day operations with fun activities, meal services, outdoor playtime, and all those traditional things that you would want to see at a day camp per se. So it's essentially a day camp to the students. They're here at camp and they're having a blast. But for the parents, it's an emergency childcare service.
That's great. I think that's incredible that you all are doing that. Kyle, maybe talk to us a little bit about the different safety measures that you've put in place to, specifically during this time.
Sure, absolutely. We've absolutely ramped up our sanitizing and cleaning protocols. We already had a really strong system in place. The Y has always prided ourselves on providing a safe, healthy living environment for our members when they come to work out and for our families when they drop off their kids. So not a whole lot has changed for us as far as our cleaning methods, other than we've just exacerbated and ramped up a little bit. So daily we are cleaning all of our toys and all of our equipment with a sanitizing solution recommended by the CDC. So we are staying up to code with all of our cleaning measures. Our preschool room, every kid has their own cot for them to sleep on. So even when a new student arrives, we have a separate cot for them that they're labeled with their name so that stays theirs for naps. And yeah, we're just ensuring that every time we leave and enter a room, kids are washing their hands. We're sanitizing door handles. We're opening the door for anyone who's coming in from the outside, and just doing our part.
Great. That's great. And then talk a little bit about your little grab and go food operation.
Yeah, sure. So we are so fortunate to be in partnership with the St. Mary's Food Bank here in town. And they're providing meals for all of our families while their kids are at our site. So if your kid comes to us and you haven't made it to the grocery store that day or that week, that they're going to have food for them while they're here. And we're also doing an amazing grab and go meal service for any child 17 and younger. So even if you're not utilizing our emergency childcare program and you need a meal for your children, you can come into the YMCA, come see us, and we will give you a meal for you to take home for your kids. So it's an amazing opportunity for anyone in our neighborhood who might be out of work, who's staying at home with their children and just needs a little extra help. So those meals are provided by St. Mary's Food Bank, and They come every day. We get new meals every day. We have a schedule. And whatever we don't utilize, they take back and redistribute through the community. So what
That's
they're
great.
doing is an amazing program that we get to utilize.
If a parent wants to send a child, like a youth, to come get the food themselves, can they come, or do they need to be accompanied
Yeah.
by?
Yeah, we've had students who live in walking distance whose parents send them. We also, unfortunately, there's some kids in our community who may be out on the streets or may be staying at local shelters, and they're more than welcome to come by and grab things on their own. So, yeah, absolutely, kids can come by with or without their parents. If their parents do come without their children, we ask that they bring some sort of documentation that shows that they have those children at home, either a report card or an ID or anything like that just says like, hey, I have 3 kids. Here are my paperwork for my 3 kids, and then we can give them 3 meals.
That's great. And remind us one more time the hours that you offer the service.
Yeah, so we are here at the branch Monday through Friday from 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m.
That's great. And then what's typically in one of these grab and go meals?
Yeah, so for breakfast meals, we typically have a fruit option and then some sort of carb. So either a granola bar or a cereal bar or a bagel, things of that nature. And then every lunch also includes a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. So either carrots, green beans, a hot dog, hamburger. Some days we have burritos. It all just depends on the day, but breakfast always has a carb and a fruit, and lunch always has a carb, a protein, and a vegetable.
Oh, man, you're making me hungry.
It is getting to be lunchtime.
That sounds great, and I really appreciate that y'all are doing those services, both the emergency child care program and the grab and go food. That's huge. Kyle, as we wrap up, is there any closing words of wisdom or anything you'd like to share with the public?
Yeah, just in this time, it's very hard for us to kind of remember that there's good out there. And not only myself, but all of our members of the community doing the first responders or anyone out there working right now, the YMCA is here for you. We've always been integrated into the community, and we've always stood for community outreach and healthy living. So if you just need help or need to talk to somebody, we're calling our senior members every day, just checking in on them. Come by the Y, even if you're not sure how we can help you, maybe we can show you where we can, be integrated into your life. So just that we're here for you, and thank you for taking the time to help us get this message out there.
Absolutely. And when I would go to the Y, when I lived in that neighborhood more often, it really had a sense of family. You really have a sense of community at the Y, and this is just showing that even further. So there really is a sense of family around your operation and the community at large. So Kyle, thank you so much. Thank you to you. Thank you to your team. Thank you to the Y for all that you're doing, and stay healthy, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, you do the same.